everyone. Okay, so I'm just on the way to my mailbox and I'm going to make a really short video here on some thoughts that I was having the other day, and I found them really interesting and I wanted to share them with you. Okay, so I'm actually like a really deep thinker. I think a lot. I'm very spiritual and philosophical, I guess. I don't know. I just think deeply. And so I had this thought. And I think that when people judge other people negatively, typically, not always, but typically, if you are a judgmental person and you're criticizing another, especially this runs true with jealousy, all envy, all feelings of envy. When you are feeling a feeling of envy for envious people, what you're actually doing is you're telling yourself no. Envy is actually a state of saying no. That's all it is. You get bothered when somebody else has something, even though you're not willing to admit that you want it. A lot of envious people will never admit it because they're not in that much self-awareness, right? Because to be jealous, you're usually... to be a jealous person, you're usually not in the best, like, mental awareness state. You're not too self-aware. But so if you are bothered, say you're overweight and you're bothered by somebody that has a nice body and you just feel like criticizing that girl or whatever, you are telling yourself no. You are telling yourself that you will never have that body. If you are jealous that somebody has a new car, and you have a negative comment to make, like, Susan got a new car, like, oh my gosh, like, look how much money she's spending on that car, what a stupid purchase, or whatever, right? If you have a negative comment to make, you are telling yourself you can't have that nice car. When you are bothered that somebody has more money, makes more money, has a nicer house, goes on more vacations, whatever it is, that is a state of telling yourself that they get to have it, but you don't. And that's what triggers the anger and the jealousy. Telling yourself no is what is bothering you. So I just don't think people are aware of this. Like, I don't know. I just found this really cool that I, like, put this together. I have a lot of things in my life that go on and some strange people, and I try to figure them out all the time, and I try to understand, and I just felt like this was a huge epiphany. These people believe they're living in a state of fear and deprivation where they don't feel that they will ever achieve that, and so the only outcome of somebody having something that they don't have is to have the emotion of envy and anger. And that's it. Because they just really deep down believe they can't have it. Instead, if we see somebody with something we like, whatever it might be, a better relationship, a nicer car, a nicer wardrobe, like anything, right? We need to look at that person as inspiration and find out how they have that in their life so that we can learn to welcome it into our own. That's how I view the world. Like, when I see people with more stuff than me, or anything it is, I always want to know, like, how, or I really understand we're all different, and we, at the end of our days, like, at the end of the day, we make our own choices, and every choice in our life is a domino effect to the next choice. So if you see somebody with a different life than you, their choices started out differently a long time ago, typically. Or, for instance, the foundation of their life was different starting out. There's, you know what I mean? You can't just look at somebody and have envy or have hatred. You have to try to understand, and if it triggers you, you have to understand, okay, so that means you want that. So then, like, how can I have it? Instead of telling yourself, no, you will never have it, and that person's just better than you or luckier than you, and you hate them. Even though I know envious people will never admit the person, not that people are better than each other, but you know what I mean? They don't want to admit that that person has something they want. They just want to like hate on them and criticize them. But that's actually what's really going on. That is the root cause. So yeah, this is the video. And I really hope that I was able to explain just like how I was thinking to you in a clear manner. And yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.